Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever the time is where you are and at the point you are watching this. So today we are looking at Shaken Not Stirred. And this is an interesting and very strange little game. It is made for a game jam, the 7DFPS 2025, whatever that means. The game jam appears to be in its submission state at the moment and will continue until January. So yeah, we are picking this up nice and early. It is fresh. It is brand new, tasty game that I'm trying to show you guys. And I don't entirely understand how it works. So we are going to jump in and try and figure it out together. And then we are going to do a little bit of critique on it, or probably quite a bit of critique, because it is in a very unpolished state. And while I do accept that this is not, a final released game that probably deserves critique, I'm going to critique it anyway, because why not? That's what we do here, and hopefully it will help other game devs think of things that they want to do or add or whatever to their game. That's kind of my goal here. I'm not picking on games. If I'm showing the game, it's because I think it's a good or at least interesting game. And so, yeah, it is not meant to be taken as an attack on that game, but a platform from which to offer thoughts about game design at a sort of very user-centric, player-centric level. And I'm rambling now, so let us jump in, run this game, and see how the gameplay goes. I have run it on Firefox. It worked absolutely fine there. I'm now running it in Chrome, and we shall see how it works. Let's maximize it out. You can turn it to French if that is your preferred language. I'm assuming that means the developer is French, but I think we'll keep it in English because I don't speak French, so that would probably help. Shaken Not Stirred. Let us start a new game. So, our tavern is currently closed. We have, it says 4 gold, but I believe it is actually 40 gold. Is that a 0 or a gold symbol? I'm not sure. Anyway, spend your 40 to buy ingredients and prepare for the arrival of your first customer. Once ready, open your tavern. Now, there is no tutorial, and I think for this game that is a major thing that we are missing because it is very, very confusing. What you need to do is avoid the big tempting open the tavern button over here, and actually move across to here where there is a bar button. This is actually under the bar. We have the customer button, which will bring us back here. We have the table button, which is where we do mixing of the drinks that we need to please the customer with. And then this means under the bar where there is in fact a shop from which we can purchase ingredients. So as you can see, we have 40 here, and I originally read that, I think because of the font, had the slightly larger 0 as 4 gold, but it's in fact we have 40 gold. So we can purchase some ingredients here. I'm going to purchase this apple. I'm going to purchase this kiwi fruit. And then we have these ingredients here. We have smoked black tea. Shop ingredients have a 20% chance to have fortune or echo. We have vinegar, which we can't afford, doubles the I think it's like reputation or any of the happiness gained by isolated ingredients. And then we have ambrosia, which is +1 ingredient and bottle available for purchase. Well, let's just get that. I have no idea how that works. And then if we have a look at the table, see here we have the bottles that we have. I don't know if we can do anything with those. Here we have the ingredients that we have. This one gives us +1 bottles. That's a bottle easy. I don't understand if the bottles get involved in any way. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Anyway, these are our ingredients. So we have +2 reputation and +1 gold. I suppose if we make a drink and the drink is accepted by the person that we're drinking with. And this is a fruit. I think certain customers don't like fruit. And then here we have +1 happiness per bottle that we have. So assuming the person likes fruit that we are drinking for, this is my understanding, and I'm trying to work it out, we will get 1, 2, and then 3 happiness for giving this person a drink. So let us go up to where we get our person, and we will open the tavern. And we always start with this guy, who goes grr grom, which is like fine. We must score at least 1 happiness for the person to be satisfied. So if we now go to our table and we click on this, as far as I understand it, this will use everything that is here. I don't know how we disable it. Okay, so like that. So if we click on it, we can choose disable, or we can sell it. But we don't want to do either of those things, I think, at this point. So let's see. So if we click this, we use each one in turn. We make a drink. We give them the drink, and we got 5 happiness. Oh no, we need to give him at least 5 happiness. But we have received money for our previous drink. So if we now go to the bar, at the start of the turn, the first 2 activated ingredients are destroyed. I mean, that looks mean. So let's try here, and I guess okay, that's interesting. 4 per disabled ingredient, and let's get this one. It needs to be adjacent to 3 fruits, and then let's just get this. Okay, so now if we do this, the first 2 activated ingredients are destroyed. So I don't know if that means permanently destroyed or just destroyed for this turn, which means we will lose that and that. But this will give us +4 per disabled ingredient. This will give us, can we drag this around? Three adjacent fruits. Look, let's just try this out and see what happens. Start the turn. Ugh. Yeah, we failed. He's mean. He's mean. I don't know how you would have enough ingredients to keep him happy, to give him a 5. I do not get it. Maybe we have to just disable everything so we don't lose any ingredients, and that one that gives us reputation per disabled ingredient. But does that get destroyed then and we don't get the reputation, or does it still work even if it is disabled? I don't know. I don't understand. Alright, well anyway, so it takes us back to the beginning. So let us try another run and see if we get that person again. Per empty slot at the start of the turn. Well, let's get that, let's get that, let's get that. Alright. And let's head up to our customer, open the tavern, go grom. So we have +2 per empty slot at the start of the turn, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 empty slots. So in theory that should give us 8. I don't know. And then we have +2 here and +1 here because we have 1 bottle. So I guess let's mix this and give it to the guy. Alright, I think we gave him 11. Okay, so this scary ass person needs a reputation of 6, but I think we might be able to meet that. And she just makes things more expensive. So if we look at our shop, is this going to cost me 20? What have we got here? Disabled ingredients are still activated. Alright. +1 ingredient and bottle available for purchase. Alright, let's see if this costs us 20. No, it doesn't. Okay. Then I don't understand what this means. Doubles shop prices in gold. Setting doesn't earn any gold. Well, we don't want to sell. Let's just grab that because why not? Generates one random ingredient with fortune. Yeah, sure. Let's grab that. Alright. What do we have here? So we have all of these things. Oh, lychee seems popular. Alright, well, I mean, let's just give that to the person. I don't understand. Oh wow, I think we did well there. Your ingredients give no gold. Alright, oh, and he needs a 13. I think we can manage that if I'm understanding this correctly. Because let's see what we got here. So we got these things. Your ingredients give no gold. So anything that sort of says plus gold like this, I think we don't get any money for. This gives us one random ingredient with fortune. This triggers it a second time. And it's plus one per plant. So these are fruit, I think. I don't think we have a plant. This might be a plant, so we might get one for that one. Alright, let's run this and see what happens. Okay, so we don't get any more space. We didn't. We got 7. Alright, well, anyway, I think we've got an idea of how this works. And I suggest you guys come and give this a play and see how this works for you. Maybe we needed to sell some stuff and try some different stuff in there. That was how we were supposed to get past this guy. But I think it's interesting. Okay, so that is all of the gameplay. If you liked the video, then please don't forget to drop a like. If you disliked it, drop a dislike. I would appreciate it either, but I would appreciate it even more if you then left a comment telling me what you liked or what you disliked. Comments really do make the world a happier, warmer place, so please don't forget to drop comments if you are so inclined. And obviously, if you want to watch me do more stuff about games, drop a subscribe, because that's what we do here. We do stuff about games. So if you are just here for the gameplay and you are now leaving, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. If you are willing to stick around for the critiques, well, first of all, there is no tutorial. And I desperately think this game urgently needs a tutorial. I mean, I played it for a little bit and I'm still figuring out how it's supposed to work and what's going on. I think I figured it out. I don't know if I'm missing anything. Sounds, well, there's no music. The sounds are fine. They're kind of subdued, withdrawn sounds. I find them quite pleasing, but I think this game could do with some kind of laid-back, pulled-back music in the background. So that would be my critique there, is it needs music, and obviously it needs quality of life controls to manage the sounds and all the music. Artwork, the art is absolutely fine. I find this art style not so much aesthetically pleasing, but aesthetically interesting. I don't really know how to classify it. It's like filtered pixel art. I don't know. What would you call this? Artists, please leave me a comment telling me what this art styling is called, because I have no idea how this is referred to. But I do find it. I don't really like it, but I like things that use it. I find it compelling to see it implemented. It puts me in a certain state of mind that drags me into the thing. So it's weird, but it's still good. And then just talking about the gameplay and the immersion. I mean, the gameplay is very, very confusing, and I think it would probably be a lot more interesting, a lot better with the tutorial. And I think the depth, it needs to be a lot broader. There needs to be more things added that expand the depth, expand how you play it a little bit more. It doesn't feel quite right, quite complete, but it is interesting gameplay. It is puzzling gameplay, and I enjoy it. The immersion element. I mean, this is a tavern. Obviously, we kind of know what we're doing, but I would love to see a bit more lore in the background, tucked into a little extra button some way. I always want that kind of thing. It's important to players like me, I think, but not really important to, I think, the future of this game too much. But yeah, that's it really. That's all the critique I have to give. I think this is an interesting game. Link is in the description. Come give it a play. Come give your thoughts. Come give the dev some love. and that's it. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.